flip the classroom a little bit and have you guys understand about intersecting lines when they are parallel and then cut by a third line called a transversal. It's pretty straightforward. It is almost exactly as you would expect. I like this drawing very much because it uses letters to represent one pair of intersecting lines, and it uses numbers to represent the other area of intersecting lines. So when we've got parallel lines like L1 and L2 are, and you notice that notation up there with the little parallel line marks, that we're relating like the alphabet neighborhood to the neighborhood that has numbers in it. So we can say, hey, look at A and 1. A is in the upper left and 1 is in the upper left of each of their neighborhoods. D is in the lower right and 4 is in the lower right. So that's really the only critical understanding you need to make, is that is relating between these two neighborhoods. We're not talking about A and D or 1 and 2 being a linear pair. So the simple fact of the matter is that if we have alternate interior angles, those are like D and 1. C and 2 are another pair of alternate, that means opposite, and then interior means they're trapped between the parallel lines. Imagine James Bond and two walls closing in to crush him. Those are the interior angles. Outside are the exterior angles. We also have what are called corresponding angles. So we have corresponding angles here are ones that are in the same relative position. So A corresponds to 1, and B corresponds to 2, C 3, and D 4, and so on. Okay, so with that in mind, we are now going to look at the delta math, and I'm going to go back and start at the beginning here. So this is a little bit of review from vertical angles. If you have questions like this and they say find the measures of the missing angles, you just need to understand that C and 89 is a linear pair. So C is going to be 91 and B is going to be the same as its vertical angle counterpart, which is 89, and those are pretty straightforward. Okay, so you shouldn't be too stretched to do those. This is more vertical and then sort of complementary or some other geometry involved. You have to look at the diagram carefully. If this is a right angle and that angle X is a right angle, 33 and X then are complementary. So remember it adds up to 100. Remember it adds up to 90 degrees and not 100. So to get 90 degrees, I need to add to 57. So X is 57, and then Y will be the same as 33, because that X and Y add up to 90 because they're both on the X and Y axes. So X is 57 and Y is 33. Okay, so now if we go back here, we've got more complementary angles. Here's the first of the transversal problems. Okay, as you look at these, what's going on here? Well, these are not alternate exterior angles because it would need to be on the opposite side. These are co-exterior angles, they're called. I think the easiest way to think about this is perhaps to find that 110 is the same as this angle right here because those are corresponding, and that's our basic foundation. And then 110 and X are a linear pair, so X has got to be 70. Okay, so I don't think this is super tough, but there's always room to make mistakes, but you just want to practice and be fast and be confident. All right, so if we go back and take a look at this one, similar sorts of things. All three of these are parallel, so it's sort of by stages. 49 is going to be right here, and 49 will be right there, and those are vertical angles, so X is going to be 49. Okay, and that is about as tough as they get there. Here is a little bit of algebra thrown in. These are alternate exterior angles, and those are going to be congruent. They're the same. Why would that be true? Because it would be vertical with this right here. This would be vertical with that right there, and these are then alternate interior angles. So we set them equal to each other and we solve. You can almost do this in your head. I'm going to take away 6x and I'll have 2x. I'm going to add 7 and I'll get 36. If 2x equals 36, then x should be 18. Hopefully I'm doing that in my head. Okay, let's see. Okay, I do have a brain left. Friday afternoon. Transversal with equations, same sort of a thing. You just want to make sure that you know what's going on. This one here is alternate interior with this pocket right here. Those two add up to 180. So these add up to 180. So that's 10x plus 30 equals 180. Take away 30, you get 10x equals 150. And divide by 10, you get 15 degrees. Again, hopefully brain is still functioning. See if I got that one right. Oh my goodness, I did. I think I'm probably going to quit while I'm ahead. This is mostly just knowing, let's see, by being able to draw a picture based on the words. I don't have the ability to do that, so I think I'm going to call it a day. There you go, everybody. Good luck with that Delta math assignment.